From the hollers and hills of West Virginia, it's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. Boom! Alright, y'all, first frost of the year. Said it was going to be 37 or 38 last night is what it said. And look here, you see it's frosted and on the top there. I thought maybe it was just, you know, a little bit of the funky monkey stuff, you know, out here and about, and just, you know, maybe like dew or whatever. But nope, it was frost. Look how cold their yard is, though. Look how cold that yard is. Look over there. See how frosted that is? Yeah, look at mine. Mine's not nearly as bad. Mine keeps heat pretty well. Just got a little bit of it here and there. And check the garden and make sure. Yeah, look there, it can hit that one hard though. Look at that stuff there, it's pretty good. Solid one there. Didn't really hit the pumpkin plants very much. It don't look like any at all on the pumpkin plants. A bunch of powdery mildew. I looked out the window at that roof right there and seen it. I thought, it's got to be, whatchamacallit, old nasty stuff, you know. Dew, late fall dew. Yeah, it even tried to freeze up that hose. Make sure it didn't get none of my plants in here. Now what is doing this? That plant was bushier than all get out. The dag blame animals are in here causing that. So we gotta take care of this. This is a problem. She's a flat bottom girl. Look at her, she grew on her blossom. There's her blossom end right there. We didn't lose her. She kept going, she kept growing. So we didn't lose her. We're picking them off today. I don't know how much she weighs, but we're gonna find out here shortly. I'm gonna move that gantry, that small gantry around, that big gantry around. We're gonna weigh this one, and we'll probably weigh that big one there. I'm gonna clean this plant out and plant it, get it tilled up and planted, and till out everything else too, and finish making our thing. The weigh off for Saturday has been canceled till next Saturday, so that gave us, it did put us in a little bit of a bind, I ain't gonna lie, but maybe, just maybe, that'll be to our benefit, you know, doing it next weekend. So we're gonna try to get everything situated so we can start getting people in here to take pictures with the pumpkins and start generating some revenue. All right, and yeah, try to get all this cleared out today, cleaned up. All these 3 plants, leave the 1965 alone. Plant all this stuff hopefully tomorrow or Friday, We've got the rye, we've got the wheat. I've got to plant the rest of the yard with rye and wheat as well. So we'll see if we can get that done today. If not today, we'll just get as much done as we can and on to the next. So I just wanted to show y'all how flat that was. That does not usually happen. When they grow over their blossom in, they usually do a little something different, but she stayed flat as can be. So very thankful for that. She didn't rot. She's solid, and I'm thinking she's probably heavy, because we weighed one last night and it was 156 and some ounces, and it was only taping like 130 something. So this one here should be the like, and we'll see what it weighs. So, all right, on to the next. This is how we move them. Four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive. Must be pretty heavy if she can't get up that little hill. We took some up there last year that was 500 pounds. I don't think we had any four-wheel drive in. Just back there, as close to those pumpkins as we can get them. As close to those pumpkins as we can get them. As close as those pumpkins as we can get them. Winch it all the way up over that hump, and then we'll move it. About a foot. Good. Kind of wondering how big the biggest stem is for a cabbage. This one here is 19.5 inches round. It's very heavy. I wonder, heavy and all that. I wonder about how big this thing would be if that'd be any kind of a record. You can see it's pulled tight. See, it's tight, and so it's 19.5 inches. So I just kind of wonder what that would be for a base of a cabbage, if it would be a record of some sort. So I don't know. If you know, let me know. But I don't know, I'm gonna have to try to do some digging on this. I think I can measure the other one too. It's pretty big as well. I don't think it's this big though, but quite big. I might have to bury it back with these roots, do some more growing there. It's nowhere near done. It's just doing its thing. I believe we could very well, if it would head up, very well have a huge cabbage weight and all. And so we'll see. All right, guys. So I left one ear on this one. This is my giant corn. I'm gonna leave all of them on that one, I think, and all of them on that one and that one. But I took it off of the tallest one and just left the one. I even thought about cutting that one off. But the reason why is I want to see if it will matter, you know. I cut one of them off, actually two of them off over there on that one that has the longest ear on it already. I'll show you that in a minute, but I wanted to see if it had any bearing on, you know, whether or not it did well or not. So let me set it down right here real quick. I'm gonna shuck this and see how much was made before I done that. Of course, I don't look for it to be done, but we'll see how much has gotten done. They're fairly big, round ears of corn. You can see, I mean, of course, that might just be a lot of corn silks there that's on them. It might be one reason for it, but anyways, I want the one, this plant here, I want it to get very, very tall. And I've already picked my ear of corn that I'm going to grow for the length for the ear, and you know, see if that's going to make it or not, and everything. So I don't know. It seems like this is not See here, look how much we've took off already on the silks, and it doesn't look like it's made anything at all, really. Very, very heavy. You know, to have not had any corn on it. I don't think there's any. You see here, we're getting down to the wire here. Now there we go. All the silks are. See, all the silks there. There's nothing there. So just a whole lot of corn silk, or corn shuck. So not much on the way of a corn ear. So those are not, you know, let me see, long ways from being made. But anyhow, I cut all those off of there. Feed that to the goats. There you go, goats. I did that so that this one could get taller, and I'll leave that one on there, that one, so we can get it from the, you know, have seeds from the tallest one, of course. And then I'll leave some of these other ones on here, like this one. These two are very long ears. It's the same kind of corn. Very, very long ears though, so we'll leave that on there as well. And the other ones are pretty long as well, so we'll leave all three of those on that one. And then over here, this is the one that I've picked to, don't be stepping on everything in here, Jaden, because we're still eating out of some of this. So I've got to can up some more of it for the last bit. Anyways, this one here is ginormous. I don't know if y'all can tell how big that is, but it's over 18 inches long already. And so we're hoping that one becomes the longest one. I've already got one at 19 and a half measured this year, but I want one that's you know, over that. I'd like to set the record at, you know, 24 inches if we can get that. So we'll continue to let that one grow and do as big as it can get. I did cut that ear off. No, the wind blew that one down. Oh. I cut that ear off right there. This one here, it's got several on it. Seems to be 2 of them right now. So we'll just let those grow so we can sell some of the seeds this year and trade some of the seeds with some of you fine folk. But yeah, it's nice. It's that right there is this one is just to the silk is 15 foot tall, just to the silk. So, or not the silk, but just to the tassel, excuse me, to the top of the, or to the bottom of the tassel. It's just probably roughly close to 16 foot, I would say. So I have not been able to get a good measurement over there. I know that those are taller, roughly 16 and a half foot, I think. Needs 16 foot 11 inches is the record, so we need 17 foot to obtain the state record. And I believe we'll get that. That was the one reason why I cut the other corn off, was so that one stalk could get, instead of putting, you know, power into the plant, or excuse me, into the corn development of 2-3 years of corn. I'd rather it just go into one development for an ear, and the rest of that power go into making that corn stalk shoot up there to 17 plus foot. This corn has a good chance at reaching 20 to 25 foot if the conditions are right. And of course, we didn't have good conditions this year, and I planted about 3 weeks too late, technically, to really, these should have been at this stage at the beginning of September. So about 3 weeks too late is what I planted it. We'll remember that for next year. Hopefully we have some seeds off of this stuff this year and everything, but it's looking kind of pitiful. Anyways, I wanted the plants to start to go into you know, seed production, but I wanted that one specifically to go into one ear of, you know, seed production of 1 ear of corn, and then the rest of that power I wanted it to go into the height so we can get it as tall as possible. The rest of these, you know, like this one here, it's not got a chance of getting very tall, but the ear is ginormous, So I cut those off so that this one would go all the power into the ear. Now there might be some loss with growing height, but I doubt there'll be much because this corn has not really tried to grow tall. It's put a lot of effort into that corn ear. So hopefully taking that one or two of them off that I took off there, I think it was one, yeah, one. Hopefully this will put all the power into that ear of corn, and we'll get one over 20 inches long. There is one more right here trying to start, one more ear of corn right here trying to start, and I may wait a little bit and take that one out of there as well when I can get to it without affecting the leaves. But yeah, so that's what we've done, and we hope we didn't hurt ourselves on anything by doing that. I don't see how we could have, but you never know. I'm not an expert giant corn grower, and so I just don't know. But hopefully we'll come out ahead here. So anyways, get out of here, and we've been picking up seeds and everything. So that's really all we've been doing. Picked up a bunch of succotash seed today. Lots of other seeds from aubergines, eggplant, tons of other things. We got lots of stuff to pick, and yeah, it's just, there's a lot to be done here. Got a lot more beans to pick off of here and the rest of the bean plants. There's a lot to do. So we're gonna get off of here and start doing that. We have next week we should have a newspaper article out from the Hinton newspaper, and then on Tuesday we have WVVA coming, and then on Thursday we have WCHS out of Charleston coming. So you guys are gonna get to see a lot of news with a lot of giants on it. All right, and it's not necessarily promoting what I've done this year, but more or less trying to promote the club so that we can get the news out about our Mountain State Giant Growers Club and be able to get this weigh off set up for next year and have our own weigh off here in West Virginia. So we're gonna get off of here and on to the next this. Come out here to weigh this. You ain't gonna believe it.
It's gaining weight.
It's gaining weight. It's growing. Literally, it's growing. See these seeds though? I said, where did the seeds come from? Where are these seeds coming from? Like this. Just, where? Because I mean, you can see it don't stink. It's growing. It don't stink. Nothing's wrong with this fruit. But wait, there's more. So I'm thinking something's bit on it. I mean, it's gaining weight surprisingly. It always has sounded hollow. It's always sounded hollow. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. It grew like this, y'all. It's hard as a rock. It grew like that. Have y'all ever seen a pumpkin grow with its cavity wide open? This is not rot. Look. That's not rot. It's not rotted inside. There's no rot in there. That is what the heck? No, that's just the craziest thing ever. That's a little bit of rot right there and right there, but there's no rot to speak of. It's solid as a rock. I ain't never seen nothing like it. There went my shot for a 100-pounder. That's the craziest thing ever. All right, guys, we pulled this massive beet because it had that little bit of a split there. Looks like it's solid, but where it was at, I was worried a little bit. I pulled it out of there. There's a couple roots in there I left, pretty big ones. There's one there and there's one I buried. I just want to see if they'll, start growing again. We'll see if they will or not. But this is pretty heavy, and I want to get it weighed and see how big it is. Because if it's big, I'm try to put it on the get West Virginia to put it on their actual chart. What we got here? Zeroed out. It's in pounds. Here we go. 6 pound, 10.4 ounces. Let's make sure here. Oh, hang on. 6.10. So 6.9 or 6.10.9. Let's see, try it one more way here. Yeah, 6 pound, 11.5. So this thing really needs to be weighed on certified scales. So that's a pretty big beat. Pretty big. All right, guys, zeroed it out with the weight of the lift on it. So she's good to go. Now we're gonna strap her up and we'll lift her up. I think we're gonna have to take some more slack out of the strap.
Might have to.
Yeah, so these ain't even getting it. Can't even off the ground yet. It's already.
Ooh, that scared me. And that's twisted around.
I think it'll be all right.
Oh. Yep. It's already showing itself.
Chain keeps getting stuck.
It's because you're pulling at an angle. You need to be over here where I'm at pulling.
All right, there it is. Trying to get some hums. $12.99. $1,209, $1,300 for this thing. Can y'all believe it? $1,300. I was gonna buy this table and chairs up here in the front till I seen the price. Y'all wouldn't believe. Check this thing out. Man, this look here. This table right here. This little table right here. Y'all ain't $250 for that table. Can you believe it? Check it out, $525 for this rocker. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I mean, are people smoking crack? I mean, the wood's a whole lot cheaper. Check this out. Well, and another tag on that one. Anyhow, I was gonna buy this table and chairs over here. Look at all this pretty stuff. I mean, there's beautiful stuff around here. They're hiring a draft area. This table and chairs right here, I was gonna buy this. Yeah, I was gonna buy it. Till I seen the price tag of $39.50. Right there, you can see it. $39.50. Can y'all see that? It's really, it's done washed off, so. And then I got to looking around here. All right, because I said, that's expensive, yeah. And then, see this here? This is a 3-piece, and it's $12.77 for the 3-piece. Well, 2-piece. Yeah, 3-piece. 2 chairs and a table. And then I got to looking over here at this big bad lad right here. Now look at that thing. Man, that thing is huge, isn't it? It's massive. Check this out. 5-piece set. $4,500. How do people afford that stuff? I'm gonna start going and buying these make-believe wood pieces here from Lowe's. And I'm gonna start building my own stuff like this. We can get that kind of money out of it. Shoot, yeah. So while we were at the little store there, I found some cool pop. This here's a Specker, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it's fire brewed. Okay, it's a cherry cola. It's really, really good. Made with honey. Man, I'm telling you what, that thing was great. It's a good pop. Really good pop. We like that. And then I bought Cootstown Sarsaparilla. Can't wait to try that one. Been around since 1851. And then this here's a Pennsylvania Dutch birch beer. I can't try. It's 1936. Can't wait to try that one. Cherry wine, 1917. Frosty, 1939. Blue cream soda. We got a Frosty Cherry Limeade, 1939. We got a Hank Caramel Apple, and that right there is really going to be good. I can't wait to try that thing. Then we have a Hank's Black Cherry, and we have a Shirley Temple. So, got all these different pops to try out. I like stuff like that. To me, that's the best kind of pops there are. You know, the heck with that other garbage at the grocery store. I don't even like that crap. But these, I drink these kinds all day long. All right, guys. Well, it's another day in the books. So, we appreciate you watching. We'll see you tomorrow, right here in the hollers and hills of West Virginia.
Don't forget to smash that like button. That notification bell.
Good job. Here you go. Thank you. Don't forget to share. Yep. There you go. Good job. And subscribe.